Go vector into red into 005.
Hey guys, thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. And remember, enjoy the show. Hello and welcome to Takehitsu Gaming. This is Takehitsu speaking, and today I am going to start a new series featuring the vampire pirates in Total War Warhammer 2. So we have Luthar Harkon. He has increased leadership against Lizardmen. He's obviously against the Lizardmen. Negative 60 diplomatic relations, melee defense. His mind is fractured. Any one of his myriad different personalities may seize control. Interesting. And I know absolutely nothing about these guys. So
the Dread Fleet comes for you.
the Dread Fleet from Count Noctilus gain war declaration missions with unique rewards. Pirate crew recruitment capacity +2. Recruitment duration is -2 for Necrofex Colossus. Okay. Upkeep is reduced for the Necrofex Colossus, and weapon strength is increased +15 for large units. Interesting. Then we have Arnessa Saltspite, the Pirates of Sartosa, is very, very negative against the Norsican tribes. Chance of finding treasure maps is increased by 25%. Income from raiding is +50. Sacking settlements +20. The character or leadership is +12. Weapon strength +20 for all Sartosan units, and melee attack for all Sartosan units. Okay. And then we have the Drowned with Silostra Direfin. Loyalty +2 for new recruits. Upkeep is -20 for Cyrene and Morngul units. Recruitment cost +-20 for Cyrene and Morngul units. Physical resistance 5% for all units. And the Lord has magical attacks. I really don't know anything about any of these. So let's see. This guy looks really cool. And I would say I'm going to choose between one of these two. Probably going to go with this guy just because, I mean, he looks really cool to me. So here we go. So this is a brand new DLC. Came out just a little bit ago. I was extremely sick when it came out, so my capacity to actually play at that time was not viable. The maelstrom is all but becalmed, and so the veil that separates the galleon's graveyard from mortal seas allows Niklas von Karstein, known as the Seafarers of Count Noctilus, to ply the great ocean once again. With the bloody reaver cresting the waves once more, no port, no city, no realm is safe from the Count's dread touch. The world is a pearl ripe for the taking, and the master of the bloody reaver is ready to take it.
Count Noctilus, your magnificence is surpassed only by your ruthlessness in ruling these seas. The maelstrom yearns, and we should feed it with the sodden bodies of our enemies. To the south, the vampire coast harbors many fleets primed and ready for war. They could be assimilated into your own, my lord, should you wish to display your dominance and power. Others dwell in these lands. Greenskins of the Blue Viper tribe make war with all and look to steal and loot from battle. They may well have treasures that are more than just piles of dung and bones. Other seafaring races lie in port to the north. Both man and the undead vie for ownership of these waters. Let them see the bloody reaver in action and know who truly owns the waves. Then we come to Ulthuan, home of the High Elves and an ever-present thorn in your side. taking from them will only help bolster your fleet. The world belongs to the dead, and you are the admiral to usher in this age, Count Noctilus. Wrath can no longer stop us. The seas are yours for the taking.
Alright, cool. So, let's see. So it says how they play. They're pirate crews and shipbuilding. Enlist and expand your crew via pirate settlements or from Legendary Lord's flagship. Your lord operates as a mobile fighting and construction platform, independent from normal empire building and able to recruit or construct from their flagship at sea. Excuse me. Or at land without the need of a settlement. Infamy. So to become a legendary pirate, you must first acquire infamy through actions. Defeating armies, capturing settlements, and establishing pirate coves will increase your infamy levels. In doing so, your ranking in the list of infamous pirates will improve, rising to the top and drawing the attention of legendary pirates in possession of powerful verses of the Lost Sea Shanty. Pirate coves can provide a steady income and other benefits from settlements owned by other factions. These coves can be secretly developed in any port, leeching from the current occupants that will be blissfully unaware of your activities. Interesting. So, find the hidden treasure by solving the treasure map's riddle using dig for treasure with your army or hero. Sleep is not required, for in the south there is something harsh amiss. Okay. Mahiri Kalidor. Defeat the Lord's army. The Lord from Kalidor has traveled into the galleon's graveyard. This Aesir must be punished for such an affront to the master of the sea. Assemble the dread fleet to sail. Okay, and another mission. Okay, this is the basic mission. Loot, race, sack, blah, blah, blah. So let's go over here and look at the objectives. Victory conditions is to have 10,000 infamy, control 25 provinces, both eastern and western Sylvania, and all these have to be destroyed. Interesting. And control any 16 of the following settlements, either by control, vassals, or military alliance. And that's a lot of settlements. Ensure that 2 of the following buildings have been constructed, the wreck of Heldenhammer and Sylvian battlements, and maintain 6 Necrofex Colossuses. Okay. The chapter objectives are pretty much the same as any other race. So let's get started here. So this must be our Dreadfleet Galleon. Let's look at this galleon graveyard. Okay, so this is obviously a unique city, and it looks kind of just like any other city. Bunch of different things that I can build. Right now I can't do anything with it, so we wait. As for this, we have 1 Necrofex Colossus, Missile Monster, 2 Zombie Pirate Gunners, 2 Deckhand Pirates, a Depth Guard, whatever that is, and my leader. So our first mission is actually to kill this guy, so we're going to go do that. And kind of get a feel for how their military works. He's running away.
Raise anchor.
But not far
Admiral,
enough.
a nearby island may gift you an advantage in seeing off this foe.
Alright. I could easily just auto this battle, but I don't know how these guys work. So I want to try and play around with their units a little bit in the battlefield, learn some tactics and strategies for them, see what happens. Alright, so we're going to start the deployment. This is one of the new maps. Looks pretty epic, except that, well, personally, if it island combat, I'd actually like, you know, like rivers and stuff through here that you have to walk through, or coming out of the water or something. But, you know, all that aside, this is a pretty decent looking map. It's got all kinds of details out there. So it's pretty cool. Let's see here. We've got this guy. He appears to be very big ranged. Okay. So it looks like we have a lot of ranged guys. Berserk Axe Infantry. Okay. Move these guys here like this. These guys here like this. He has Invocation of Nehek, which heals undead, a damage attack, and a Wraith Storm. This is probably bombardment from the actual ship.
Your gun lines are primed. Admiral, you have the ability to decimate your enemy, should you have a plentiful amount of ammunition at your disposal.
Alrighty. Let's get a good look at these troops. Alright, so here's the gun guys. Look like a bunch of nasty zombies. Oop, we're getting shot at. Let's get the archers. So that was the Wraith Bomb that we just saw. There's our actual leader. He's got a big axe. Pretty cool. Alright. Oh, they have cavalry. Interesting. Okay. We're not going to have these guys attack because the cavalry are likely going to try and hit us again. These depth guards are pretty epic, if you ask me. Kind of look like their armor was based off of the Dark Elves, but at the same time, they're definitely undead. Same as any of them. You. Let's heal the depth guards because they're taking a bad hit, and then we're gonna use this. These guys. Their cavalry are trying to take out our gun guys, but our guns are just good enough to the point where they're kind of... Point blank cannon, that was pretty cool. Alright, so yeah, it was a pretty easy battle. We probably lost a lot more than we should have because we were kind of just messing around trying to figure out what was going on. But yeah, I think I can get behind these guys. They seem a lot tankier than the average than the normal undead. Like their troops in general seem a lot tougher. So this will be fun. Alright, so the battle's over. Let's see what we got here. We've got ransom captives, which all that does is give us money. So a lot of times with a lot of the other races, that'll give you like negative loyalty buffs. Share the loot, negative infamy, but it raises loyalty and unit experience gain. Well, I don't have any infamy at the moment. Or assimilate captives, which replenishes the troops. I'm just gonna go for money. Ship sank. Power of Death gives us 100% campaign movement, bonus
They
and
were
growth of
not
20. Okay.
A pirate indeed, Admiral. For your actions speak ever louder as your infamy grows.
Okay. I don't know how to know how much infamy I have. So, okay. Oh, we didn't even look at all this stuff. Okay, there's diplomacy, technology. Okay, they have a lot of different technology. I do need to look at the research now, so let's go ahead and take a look. So there's command, firepower, legendary admirals, and salvage. I'm thinking this gives you legendary leaders, which is probably something you want. So those might be one of the first things I go for. Salvage crews give you replenishment rate for zombie deckhands and gunners. Okay, gunnery crews give you more missile damage. Command crews gives you leadership for zombie pirate deckhands. Okay. So, and this gives you immune to storm. Okay, that's a good one to get. Storm and reef attrition. Yeah, getting rid of the attrition is definitely something.
domination.
The Galleon's Graveyard is a one-city territory. And it appears to be... Okay, so we're in the southern seas here, kind of. Interesting. Okay. What is that little dot right there? Oh, that's the sword. Alright. So, I get to give a buff to this. So, Dredge of the Sea, recruitment, growth, loyalty, or recruitment capacity. Bottom one is Vampire Corruption, movement speed, global recruitment, siege holdout time, ammunition. Loyalty will not decline. Losing infamy per turn, but you get public order. So I'm just going to do Dredge of the Sea for now, because that'll help it grow faster. Which at this point, growth is obviously very important. I want this place to get all the way to level 5. Be a Raging Maelstrom. That'd be epic.
Count Noctilus
He's
reigns.
leveled up. Let's see. Raising Dead. I could get a bloated corpse
True
and a couple more zombie pirate guys. So there's handguns. So let's go ahead and get what we can. Boom. Bigger army. Right. So we have flagship expansion. And we have full speed. Oh. This is... Okay. I'm going to go ahead and go for flagship expansion right now. We can make our flagship second size. That's good. We can also buy stuff. Alright, so what do we got here? We've got
They
unique,
were not
the dart launcher, melee defense, and missile damage for pretty much all their stuff, and it goes all the way up. Much bigger stuff. This one gives you battlements, which gives you armor, casualty replenishment rate, and melee defense. Okay, and then we got the main ship, the ship structure. The Top Gallant Royale gives you more campaign movement speed. So you got movement speed. You've got less upkeep and increased vampire corruption. You've got casualty replenishment rate and the crew recruitment capacity increase. And then this gives you pirate crew's growth and their experience gain. Okay, and then the last one over here is ship recruitment.
domination.
So let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that looks like we've got 9, 10, 11 buildings to choose from. Okay, and we've only got 9 slots. So whatever I choose, I will be not getting something somewhere. So you look at this, goes to the end. We've got these depth guards. Okay, and then you get the zombie deckhands. So this is your basic zombie troops. Your melee, this is your ranged, but this also gives you the gunnery right hero. So this is probably one we need. Then this one, Death Shriek Terrorgeists,
True
deck dropper handguns. So this gives you flying stuff. So this is your flyers. I'm just gonna do this. So okay, so where were we at? This one. Okay, so this is your flyers. which isn't bad, especially since we got the Death Shriek Terrorgeist. Let's right-click and take a look at this. Piercing Scream. Okay, so the Death Shriek Terrorgeist is one of the best units for this race. The next one is also the Rotting Leviathan, which is another one we're going to want. So what's over here? Deck Gunners, which are Specialist Missile Infantry, Siege Artillery, and Siege Artillery. So we're going to want all of our troop types, period. We're probably going to want all of these as well, which means I'm just going to be sacrificing these two, which are like support unique weapon buildings. So we're going to go ahead and start with just the spar deck. And I can't build anything else, I don't think.
They were not.
Ah, yeah, because it costs population. We will, however, I can't recruit regiments of renown, and I can't recruit units. So, over here in the Grallion's Graveyard, this is where you would recruit your more lords. Lords have loyalty, like the Skaven and the Orcs do, I think it is. No, the Orcs don't have lords, and the Dark Elves. I'm not sure I want to get one of these just yet. And we can also recruit heroes. There's 3 types of heroes for this race. That's good to know. Alright, so this is all the information that I typically gather. There's treasure map pieces. Okay, pieces of the 8.
Cursed trinkets, Admiral, that have twisted and altered the minds of those that first claimed them. Now the servants of others. These puppets will be yours to command, should you claim the piece of 8 which corrupted them.
Interesting. Pieces of 8 are cursed trinkets that have so completely twisted and altered mind of those that first found them that their fate is now tied to the coins. By securing one of these pieces of 8, the service of the warriors bound to them may be secured. Once you have secured one of the pieces of 8, you may now command the Regiment of Renown. So that's how they get their Regiments of Renown. You have to go collect these pieces by probably killing these guys. That's kind of cool. Riddle of the Mapmaker is over here on Pirate Coast. Okay. Skill points. Let's see what kind of skills these guys got. Wow. Okay, so they're definitely big on magic and on being melee or stuff. Their Dread Fleet, not too much on that one. Okay, so and then these look normal for these two, which it would be the these are pretty much almost always the same. So we're gonna start with typical route march. Offices.
You are now Admiral of the Fleet. Position others in seats of influence to improve your naval power.
Okay, so similar to the elves, the wood elves that have council seats, you have offices for your fleet. Kind of that's kind of simple work. All right, let's go. Alrighty. So we finished the spar deck and the office cabin. So this is now a bigger ship.
Calls for more death.
But that's about all it can do for now. So if we go to the army panel, we can recruit the deckhand mobs, which, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and get a couple of them. Actually, I could raise another bloated corpse. That sounds good too. They're exploding monsters, so they might not be like very useful.
I feel the maelstrom.
Bloated corpse. Swollen and volatile, noxious gases that liquefy their tissues strain dangerous under the rotten, tattered skin. Troop of zombie pirates is as macabre a sight as any necromancer's ghostless rotting horde. The bodies of those brought back into existence as unliving automatons continue to rot once they are reanimated, so necromantic admirals tend to raise crewmen from the freshest victims possible. Sometimes a corpse may have spent weeks floating in the ocean before it is raised, however, becoming swollen with noxious gases over time. Its tissue seeping from rotten, tattered skin which blisters and turns into a greenish hue. And reanimated, such a grotesquerie to fight in their horde, a lord essentially has a walking time bomb in their ranks, and a volatile one at that. It is far preferable to fight against such a creature at distance, for when attacked, their tortured form may suddenly disintegrate into a poisonous shower of decomposing internal organs and disease fluids. So it's okay. So they're basically bombs. That's kind of cool.
Powers me.
I am going to recruit 3 of these though. Not 4, 3. I want 3. Actually, since we can, let's go ahead and get 5, and we'll have our 8 melee front line that I like to have. Kind of standard for my playstyle. And we end our turn and go to the next turn. Alright, and now that we are back, let's see here. Alright, so let's look at our quest real quick. We got this riddle of the map maker. So we have to dig for treasure with an army or a hero. Well, here we go. We're going to move over to here and see what we got.
Go, Reaver!
Okay, there's this group called Pox Marsh.
Relations with foreign powers may be managed through
Vampire
diplomacy,
Coast
my lord.
Mutineers.
Consider your situation carefully before accepting any agreement.
I think we're going to destroy them.
The ocean.
Peggy Half-Mast.
Powers.
Yeah, let's declare war. Boop. They're already pretty weak.
Feel my wrath.
In we go.
Kill them. Raise them.
Not die again!
Okay, the balance of power is not even, or is pretty even according to this, but I don't see how it's even, so whatever. But anyways, here we go. Alright, we got a lot of good magic on this one, so here we go. Alright, so this is going to be a group 1, a front line, and then we got, so we got these guys, which look like rifles. He says it's a handgun, but to me they look like rifles. Yeah, they've got rifles, and then we got a couple pistol guys. More of these pistol guys that we had in the last one. So we will group these together as our ranged troop. We got these bloated corpse dudes. So we literally have giant walking bombs. And they are not very pretty either. But that's okay. Stick you here. Actually take my 2 little bomb things and kind of hide them a little bit. They're going over here, they'll run into those woods once the battle starts.
Everything dies.
Alrighty, and here we go. So these guys run into here in the woods. We could get them to start coming at us right off the bat. Shoot. Okay, they got 2. Okay, they have a bloated corpse there too. I'm gonna actually have you shoot at that thing. So they have pirate deckhands, which we have a whole army of. They have a couple of these gunner crews. They have a specialty unit over here. Zombie pirate deckhands with pole arms. Okay, so there's pole arms. And they have bat crews. Alrighty. Alright, I'm gonna send these 2 after that one. Both of these ones are gonna go there. These 2 there. These 2 are gonna go there. Let's watch the blow up guy do his job. Boom! Nice. Nice.
Zombie! Come, Noctilus! Harnessing the kills! The plan? Go!
Whew, that was pretty brutal.
Show us! Stalk it! Your orders? As the tide! Attack!
Alright, so it looks like we're gonna win pretty
Come,
easily.
Noctilus!
Well, I shouldn't say pretty easily, but we're gonna win. So, they're degrading. Okay, well, that works even better. Alright, and that was the end of that one. So, this has been Takehitsu from Takehitsu Gaming. If you guys liked what you've seen so far, hit the thumbs up. If you guys want to see more, hit the subscribe. And if you want a notification for when more comes out, hit the bell. This is the first episode in my pirate series for Total War Warhammer 2. And have a good evening.
Powers!